welcome back. This is our part 2 in a series of helping you make your own family history videos using the Corel Video Studio X7. Because this is part of my blog, I will follow the same layouts that I have in the past for the blog, and that is on Monday we introduce a concept, on Wednesday we expand that concept, and on Friday we give you a to-do. This being Wednesday, we're going to expand on what we did on Monday, which was look at the screen. And I thought the best way to do that was to go back and actually pull up the video that we made on Monday. So here we are in our Corel Video Studio X7. We're still in our edit mode, and we're going to go to the file and then go to Video Training 1. That's what we pulled up, or that's what we made on Monday to teach you about the different sections. So now we have something to look at here, and it might be a little bit easier to look at a finished product as we go through this. So as you know, this is my beginning. I use the same beginning through each and every one. We can go ahead and play that in the project. So that was our beginning of part 1, and what I want you to look at here is the fact that I used several different parts of the tracks, and the first one was this setup here, and then I had an overlay, then I added music, and then I added titles. So as you can see, the tracks each represent something different. Each have their own color, by the way. And we're in the project section here, so we're looking at this as an entire project. And our entire project, follow me over here, is 8 minutes and 53 seconds long. We can look at the entire project in the timeline window, and that's what it looks like now. Look how small that is. That's why we need to be able to zoom in and out, because as you see, all these different titles that I put in, look at those more closely. So let's zoom back out, and as I scrub through this or move it over, which by the way I can move over right here, and go to the side. But now you can see that overlay there at the end, if you remember it. And each one of these, let's go here, let's get out titles. Each one of these is a different title. So let's watch the screen and watch it go through this. Let's look at the project. The review screen, your library, your tracks, and your storyboard view. So you saw how we went through each one of those, and I had put the titles on them. It's that simple. That's really how simple all this is. So it looks very scary when you're first doing it, and I understand that from Monday, but it's not nearly as scary as it looks. So as we go through and look at this project, we're going to look at first of all our library of things that we had, and here's our library. This is my normal beginning, so I've already got everything set up for that. And then I just took screenshots or did the capture, which is right here, is how I captured all this and how I'm capturing this currently. So that gives you an idea now, a little bit better idea about tracks, why we need to be able to zoom in and zoom out on the screen, and what the different sections were, the review screen, the library, and the tracks. So So that's a little review from Monday, and let's go look at this just a little bit further, and we'll look at a few other things as we go through here. So this right here was where we put in our, well, we'll just show it to you, and you can see we put in our website address. And the way we did that, which you will use as you introduce a new person in your video, your grandfather, your brother, whatever, you're going to somehow put a title to that, put a name to that, and maybe even a birth date and date of death, should there be one. If it's a woman, you might put in all of her married names, her maiden name, and then, you know, her married name, so that anyone watching your genealogy video in the future can tell who it is we're talking about. And we'll come up with something besides a strip of film, but you get the idea that we're able to put on the video a title, a graphic, and then a title on top of that, and we can manipulate that title. So let's go to title right now. Currently this is one that I just made on my own, and we can make it do different things. As you saw, the graphic came in, and then this was going through little by little. See how it goes across. Well, the way that happens is over here on this options page. I'm going to open that up. We're going to the text. We're going to highlight that text, and you can see, yeah, I've got it as Times New Roman, and I have it at 32. The font size is 32. I can make it bigger or smaller, or the line spacing bigger or smaller. I can tilt it, rotate it. I can have it align a different way on the screen. I can have it come in and go out. I can give it a filter, like, well, actually there's a built-in filter to it now. Currently it's fly, and you see how it comes up one at a time, and that's how we got the name to do that. We can have it fly in though all at once. We can have it come from the side. We can do all kinds of things. So this is the animation part, and again, that's in the options of the text, and I have the text highlighted here. Okay, so that's how we do texts, and some of these are built in where you can do different texts on your own, but that gives you a clue that a title can be put on the screen on top of a graphic. So let's look at those graphics. Here's the graphic. It's just a little strip of film. And where you get these, this is the graphics right here. And you can put patterns and back and so forth. We're going to look at a frame. That's a frame. This whole thing was a frame. And when you first get into your software, you won't have all these options. I've downloaded additional options, and the way I did that was this button right here that connects you to Corel. I have already registered my software from when I first purchased it, but if you have not, the first thing you will see here is to register, and I highly suggest that you do. Once you've registered, which takes seconds, then you will get this screen here in the graphics, because we were in graphics. And I went through and downloaded anything that I didn't already have. I downloaded. And I would suggest you do the same. You can do the same too with titles. There's templates you can do should you want to go to templates. Do some other templates. I don't use templates that often. I make my own templates, but certainly if you're going to do some slideshows and things like that, by all means, help yourself. There are some tutorials here. There's your introductory webinar. You can get some one-on-one training should you want to. But anyway, there's a lot to do in Corel, and I suggest that you do register and you do take all the free stuff that you can get. But that's where this graphic came from, which is what we're looking at there. But there's a lot of other frames that we can do, and we'll probably use other ones when we introduce people into our family history videos. So you will want to go here, register your software, and get your free content. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.